Hi everyone, it's Heather Lisle here, and oh my goodness, last week my son told me I was a cool mom, and I about fell out of my chair. Like, really, I did. I've never been the cool person ever. I've always been the band nerd, the geek, the goody goody. And so to hear that I was a cool person of any sort just really made my jaw hit the floor. So of course my immediate question was, so why do you think I'm a cool mom? Because truth be told, I feel like I'm a taskmaster most every single day, right? I'm constantly getting the kids to do things that I need for them to do, and we're moving from point A to point B, and vulnerable moment here, but I rarely feel like I'm the type of mom that my kids just really want to be with because I am so taskmaster oriented. So it truly threw me for a loop to hear my own kids say that I was a cool mom. So I asked him, I was just like, why do you think I'm a cool mom? I mean, because I don't see that at all. He goes, Mom, I just love the way that you talk to me. And it got me to thinking. I was just like, well, every night when I put this kid to bed, I always sit next to his bed. I'll cry. Whew. And I talked to him. I talked to him about his day. I asked him, what are the great things? What were the not so great things? How could tomorrow be different and better? I ask him all those things, and we just talk. And I listen, intently listen. And when he asks me for feedback, oh boy, howdy, does some really good conversation come from all of that as well too. It's so sweet. It is so good. It is so good. Sorry. But I got to thinking about it the other day, and the fact of the matter is that in order to have good relationship, you've got to cultivate it, right? You've got to cultivate that stuff. It just doesn't come naturally. I guess it can come naturally for some, but most of us have to work at good relationship. And the fact of the matter is that being a good listener and being clear and concise in your communication with whomever it is, it's critical to cultivating any relationship, right? And I do believe that it's the cornerstone of all facets of our lives, is cultivating those rich relationships. I don't care what industry you're in. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care how old you are, but taking a good hard look at cultivating your relationships will help everything in your life. I do believe that. So how do we go about cultivating relationships? I think it's a good idea to think about, what do you need? What are your key requirements and expectations when it comes to relationship? For me, it's clear but yet kind communication, and good listeners. I love surrounding myself with my good listener friends. You feel heard, and you feel valued, and you feel like you're a part of a community. I found the most interesting quote, and I'm going to read this here, as I was reading an excerpt from Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. The book, The Boundaries is the name of the book. It's quoted, one of the most important principles in relationship is direct communication and full disclosure of whatever is going on in the relationship. And I tell you what, y'all, that was a mic drop moment for me. When it comes to relationships, professional or personal relationships in my life, I don't have the time or the emotional stamina to pull out that crystal ball and try to figure out what people are trying to tell me or talk to me about. If you're not clear in your delivery of what you're trying to talk to me about, I tend to tune out. I just do. I don't have the energy. I find that I quickly run out of patience too, for that matter. And I tell you what, I'm like this with my kids as well too. I don't mess around. I'm very clear and concise in what I need from them. I shoot them straight, and I tell you what, y'all, they shoot me straight right back. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. And I think that's what Troy was trying to articulate when he told me that I was a cool mom. He knows what to expect from me because I tell him what I expect from him, right? He knows that I'll sit by his side. He'll know that I'll listen to him. And of course, that just forms a trusting, loving relationship as well. I'm not entirely sure what the secret sauce is to being a cool mom, or a cool anyone, because I don't think I figured that one out yet entirely. But what I can tell you is that listening and being clear in your communication will probably help you get you there to that cool factor. Anyway, news for the week. Hope you enjoy it. And I look forward to talking with you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.